Hello everyone, Red Panda Bricks here, back again for another LEGO video. Today I will be going over a bunch of the new LEGOs that have been revealed, and there's been a lot. I, however, will not be going over the new Monkey Kid sets, because I'm not too big on those, and the video would be too long. Although I do like one of the sets. It's the big one that's glow in the dark. But moving on, we have the LEGO City Stunt sub-theme revealed. And if we go look at that, we can see it looks pretty cool. Honestly, I never thought I'd be this much into a LEGO City theme. It's certainly better to get this than like the generic police officer set or something. But yeah, starting up here we have little ramps. These are new ramp pieces. We have this truck here along with, looks like targets. And the minifigures don't look like they're anything too special, except for these ones, like the people on the motorcycles. Which, speaking of the motorcycles, we have these guys here. And if we zoom in, we can get a closer look. So, starting out, we have this one, which has the two R's, which I believe is from Rocket Racer, which is a reference to one of the old LEGO racer games, I believe. Then we have this one here, which I really like. It's a little chicken. We have this one here, which it's okay. This one here with the selfie stick. This one here in red. And this one here with a pretty cool looking visor piece. And if we look here, we can see it's one of those features where you pull it back and then it releases forward, which I think is the best way for this to work, especially with those ramps. I might consider getting one of these. Might. As for this, we have monster trucks, which I really like, especially because this reminds me of, like, there was these Hot Wheels monster trucks I have. It's really cool. And here we have a loop on fire over some cars. And a little cameraman up here, along with the hot dog lady for some guy who's probably speaking up here, the little, like, commenter guy. But yeah, this has got to be really fun to play. You just pull it back and it goes through the loop. Here we can see a couple other sets. Another loop set. This one's probably cheaper, and of course it's not as impressive. And here we have just another set with those LEGO City fire pieces there. And yeah, honestly, some are better than others, but I think they're all cool when you take into consideration the pullback feature that makes them release forward, which there's another sign for it here. But as for this set, it kind of looks like lower quality. Like, that's something I would make. Maybe not the loop necessarily, but like just the way the bricks are stacked. Either way, it looks cool. Also, I won't be reading any of the details about these sets because I could read the codes, but I cannot translate this. I don't feel like typing it all through Google Translate either. But on to the next sets. Next, we have one of the crazier ones. We have the LEGO Star Wars 2021 sets revealed. Yeah, along with this image here, which we'll see. So this looks really cool. So if we zoom in to get a better look, we can see all these sets. Now starting out, we have a Moth Gideon's ship, which is definitely scaled down, as you can see with these TIE fighters. But it's still really cool. I think that's probably the best way to do it, because if you're gonna scale down it, you should scale down everything. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got the little cannons. It's got little, I think those are printed pieces there. But if we look at the minifigures, we have Grogu, the Mandalorian with his spear, which looks like he also has an ear. And we have Cara Dune, this bounty hunter lady, forgot her name. I think it's like Fennec Shan or something. She also appears in The Bad Batch, along with Moth Gideon. and one of those big battle droid things, or dark troopers, that's what they're called. Sadly, he only has a regular dark saber piece. They didn't make an exclusive one, which at the least I'd like a more accurate colored hilt, the one that they use for Kylo Ren maybe, because that still exists. Here we have the one with this guy, which I'm forgetting all the names, along with the stormtrooper and a yellow stormtrooper. And it's just that ship that we saw in The Mandalorian Season 2, in the episode where they break into that Imperial base. Pretty cool. We have this Mandalorian set, which has already been released. But the most impressive set of all is this one. We've got the Slave One, which was rumored to have Han Solo and Boba Fett, but instead is much better because it has the Mandalorian, the same one that we've been getting recently, and Boba Fett from The Mandalorian Season 2, which has been something that everyone's been wanting. So I think it's a good thing that they finally included it. Also, I forgot to mention these minifigures down here. I mentioned them when they were up here. There's 2 stormtroopers. But that's not all. There's also this, which Bad Batch Shuttle we've already seen. But here we have the, stuff based off the Clone Wars Season 7. And we have I'm not really sure what this is called, but it's the ship I think it's just the Mandalorian ship. And here we have Bo-Katan and some other guy there. As you can see right here, which I'll move on to those minifigures later. But we also have this fight in the throne room. See, there's the Throne of Mandalore, we have the new Maul, the 2020 Ahsoka, and there's the little jail cell for Maul in the background. Now, I know it's a little bit hard to see, but this piece here is a new piece. It's like the regular Mandalorian helmets, but it has the little, horns on it. I tried zooming in more, but these things here don't change size. They just stay big. They get bigger almost as the screen gets bigger, and they eventually get in the way. These are so I can record my screen. But yeah, it's really cool figures. All 3 new figures that we as LEGO fans have been wanting. But also we have the regular Ahsoka, like I said, and the new Maul. So overall, I think this is a great wave of LEGO Star Wars. Just what we've been asking for. Well, at least for the most part. We have a new Maul, more Clone Wars stuff, and then at least the Boba Fett figure here, and these figures. On to the next stuff. Okay, so I kind of forgot about this advent calendar part, which now I will show it, and it seems to be based off The Mandalorian Season 2. These are all figures that appeared in The Mandalorian. But here we have a stormtrooper with the cannon and the target. We have this probe droid here, which actually appeared. I'm sure it appeared in multiple sets, but I know it at least appeared in one of the Darth Vader sets where he's first becoming Darth Vader from Episode 3, because I have that set. We have a little TIE fighter here. We have Moth Gideon's starship, and I'm sure we'll get another mini Razor Crest. But most importantly, we have this little egg piece for the child, which is just what we've been wanting. We have a Scout Trooper here, a Stormtrooper, Tusken Raider, and IG-11, along with the Mandalorian with the red scarf, and the child in red, Santa child. I know this would have been a bit of a stretch, but they should have included a little tiny baby hat mold for him. Now with this egg piece here, I'm sure you can make a few adjustments and take away the red to make it a normal egg from the show. But this, along with the new Marvel Advent Calendar, which we will touch upon later in the video, this is going to make it very hard to choose between this or the Marvel Advent Calendar. But if you watch Ash and Flash's video covering these, he says buy the Marvel one. That way LEGO can see that it'll do well, and they can make more different advent calendars just for Marvel and other themes too. Because clearly, before it was like LEGO Friends, LEGO City, and LEGO Star Wars. Which I barely ever see the LEGO Friends one anyways. Then they did LEGO Harry Potter, which clearly did well. So now they're doing LEGO Marvel, and if that does well, they'll probably reach out to other themes. Hopefully stuff like Ninjago would be nice. Yeah, on to the Marvel stuff. Speaking of advent calendars, we have this here. The LEGO Marvel 2021 advent calendar, the first look. I have no idea what this thing on the right is. I tried looking through other articles on this site and I couldn't find anything for this. So if you know what it is, let me know in the comments down below. I tried clicking on this link here, but it says something about how it's not active or something. So I'm not really sure. And if we zoom in and take a look, we can see all the minifigures here, which, bit of a disappointment. This yellow jacket here, someone heard about that in a leak and assumed it was the Homecoming one. But it wasn't, which is kind of sad, but here we have the figures we'll start out with. We have Black Widow from the video game. We have the Junior 4 Plus Thanos, because it has no leg printing, but also with no helmet. Here we have Thor with the scarf, which is pretty cool. He's shooting these pieces, which, since Spider-Man's also here, could be confused for web pieces, but I think it's supposed to be snow. Along with Iron Man up here with the Christmas sweater. So yeah, I plan on getting this. And apparently it's supposed to come with the Infinity Gauntlet. Here you can see the Christmas tree. It has multiple of the same color of Infinity Stones. So I assume that different Infinity Stones will come out through different days. Which it'd be really cool if, like, maybe not each day, but like, we have the Christmas tree, and then we have a gauntlet towards, like, the beginning. And each time you open up, there's a chance for a, well, I say chance, but it'll be for a specific day. Maybe, let's say you open it up, the Infinity Gauntlet on day 1, wherever that is, and then day 3 you get an Infinity Stone. And it just keeps on going like that eventually until you get all 6 for the Gauntlet. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, we have a little Quinjet here. We have this thing, which I think is called Dummy. We have a little thing here for roasting marshmallows, along with a classic fire extinguisher, and a little snowman with the 2020 Iron Man piece, which is pretty cool. And that's about it for this. The background is okay, and the side box art isn't good. They should use like Lego versions of the figures. And I don't think Hulk even appears at all in this. So, a little bit weird. Next, we have the Lego What If set. What if Tony Stark's Sakaran Iron Man? Tony Stark's Sakaran Iron Man. That doesn't really make much sense. That's probably an issue during translation. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's another Hulkbuster. And you might be thinking, oh, another Hulkbuster? Well, I still think it's cool because it's got, like, that Sakaar look. But even if you still are tired of constantly getting Hulkbusters, it's also a car. You can rebuild it into a car, which is pretty crazy. Here we have some box art of Uwadu the Watcher, and we can get better looks at them. Here we have Tony Stark, Valkyrie, and Uwadu the Watcher. And yeah, this is one of Tony Stark's shirts, which is probably a band. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And other than that, it's just a regular Tony Stark, but we have the Valkyrie from Thor Ragnarok, and a completely new figure, Uwadu the Watcher, which is pretty cool to get. Yeah, overall, I think this is going to be one of the best Hulkbuster sets. And I'm glad we're getting What If sets, but where are the other Disney Plus Marvel shows and Lego sets? like, I kind of understand WandaVision. Might be a little bit hard to make a set based off of that. I know for a Marvel set, they probably don't want to just build a house. And it's not like you could just have an Agatha figure and a Scarlet Witch figure and a big red brick background. So I'm not exactly sure how that would work. But like stuff like the Falcon and Winter Soldier and Loki, those could definitely work. So I don't know why we're only getting sets for What If. But I am glad we're getting sets for What If. And yeah, it's pretty cool. If I were to buy it, I'd probably keep it in the Hulkbuster form. But the race car is also cool. See, there's a little headpiece there. Maybe it could come back up and go over him. Who knows? But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. If we look at the box art, we can actually see a bunch of the different little figures. I don't think these are based off of any specific scenes. But here we have like Captain Marvel again, Doctor Strange, Hulk. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Maybe the little Watcher logo right here. That's cool. But yeah, that about does it for this video. Let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of all of it in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoy. Please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.